As we get set for our lightweight matchup here tonight in Virginia Beach, Sean Ahern, Irish they call him, from Centerville, Virginia. He will be walking out to face Daniel D.Y. Wyatt for Florida. Sean Michael Ahern, that's a good Irish name. 5'11", weighed in at 155 on the button. He's a Muay Thai fighter with a jiu-jitsu background from Disciple MMA Academy, owned by Coach Scott Howard. He started fighting 7-8 years ago, dropped out of fighting to go to college. He quit fighting, took a few years off, got his degree, and got right back into it. Criminal justice major who isn't using that degree at all. He got his real estate license. Used to be a unique situation, though, is Sean Ahern. Frankie, he used to be a high diver. So he went from being a high diver to a fighter. He was always too little to play sports growing up. Football, basketball, they wouldn't let him play. He grew later. He's an all-around athlete, an aggressive competitor who had everything come together at once. Cautious aggression, he says, is his style. But, man, he said he feels like he owes you two when you hit him with one. And the coaches said, hey, give us a whole team full of these guys with that mentality. We'll take them every time.
Heavy hands. You know, this guy throws with bad intentions. You know, he's 3-0, 3 fights under 1 minute. You know, I mean, that could be maybe a disadvantage, you know, later on in the round. I mean, he hasn't gone past 1 minute, you know, in his amateur career.
Well, and it's weird that he's still an amateur at 32 years of age, but he took that time off to go to college. And I said, hey, you got to talk to my buddy Frankie. He made it to the UFC in his 30s, still going, by the way. Nice job by you, and you're an inspiration for fighters everywhere, that it's never too late to achieve all your dreams. And Sean Ahern at 32 looking to take a big step in that direction here tonight. Season 3 opener of the EAFL against one of the top gyms in the sport, and his team with a pretty big lead on them right now.
Welcome from the Florida Force, Daniel Wyatt.
We'll meet Daniel Wyatt here. DY is his nickname. Man,
I have a cousin who's a Wyatt.
he said that his biggest thrill is to represent American top team on the national stage. Team versus team, state versus state. 5 amateur fights before you go pro in the state of Florida. DY is a guy who will be going soon. His birthday was June 6th. He turned 24 years of age. He's undefeated at 4-0. He wants everyone to know how great American Top Team is. He loved watching MMA on TV as a kid and said, hey, the guys look like warriors. I wanted to be like them. Pretty good reason to start. He's a good striker, really good on the ground, high-level jiu-jitsu. He was at Davie and Weston branches of American Top Team, now at Coconut Creek. 6 years, all in total at American Top Team. Always ready to train and learn. Gets there early, leaves late, and just loves fighting. So with Ahern's mentality and Wyatt's mentality and those Irish last names, we got a brawl waiting for us here at 155, Frankie.
Oh yeah, you know, and you know, one thing in common with all these fighters is they all want to make this their career. You know, and you got to be that first guy in the gym. You got to be that last guy to leave. You know, you got to do all the little things. I mean, if you want to make this your career, you really got to make it your lifestyle. You know, and both these guys just want to make it to the top and be the best, you know, in the world, or fight for the best organization in the world. They got to do all the little things.
DY, Daniel Wyatt, and Sean Michael Ahern. Virginia with the big lead over Florida. The lightweights in the cage getting ready to get started. Time now for our tale of the tape, presented by Fighter Skin for Wyatt and Ahern.
The following bout is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds in the EAFL lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. His record flawless at 3-0. He represents Disciple MMA, Sean Ahern. His opponent awaits and fights out of the red corner. His record also unblemished at 4-0 from American Top Team, Daniel Wyatt. referee Chandler Goins.
The Virginia crowd really into this here tonight. They smell blood. They want that upset win over American Top Team. Whenever you can beat a gym like that, a state like that in Florida, you know these fans are going to be excited as they touch him up in the middle. DY Daniel Wyatt in the red trunks and Sean Ahern in the teal for Virginia. The Destroyers with a really good night so far in front of their home fans. As you see the stances there of the fighters, and a little bit unorthodox is Ahern. Looking to feint and snatch that leg kick off and hits Wyatt.
Bad intentions. You know, he throws everything heavy. Heavy hands, heavy kicks, heavy teeps, heavy everything.
I love that quote from one of the coaches told me. It was Scott Howard. He said his mentality is you hit him once, he feels like he owes you two.
You know, right now it's just a fill-out process, but his fill-out process is a little harder than most people.
Got a little bit of elbow down to block that kick from Daniel Wyatt. Oh, nice combination by Wyatt. Quickly back is Ahern. DY picks him up and slams him down with authority.
Nice double leg right to his back. I mean, this is kind of where you had to get him. You got to get Ahern. You had to get him to the ground. You want to wear him out. You want to take away a little bit of that power. You want to make him carry that underhook, carry all your body weight with that underhook right there. This is what you want early in a fight, to wear a striker and a strong, heavy, you know, powerful guy like that. Look at that.
Slipping back is DY. That was a slip. He didn't get hit by anything. Man, Ahern's so quick, though. Both these guys very athletic. They don't look like 55ers in there. But
These guys are 55.
Yeah, they look bigger. They look like welterweights in there.
I thought they were at least 70-pounders. He's a tank. Look at Wyatt. Sage Northcutt out there.
The biggest fight in the history of the world is coming up soon in the lightweight division.
Ooh, that was a nice body kick there landed by Wyatt.
McGregor and Khabib. But yeah, these guys are ripped. They're huge. They look like Paulo Costa. Their physique. The 185er in the UFC who's going to fight Yoel Romero in early 2019 was supposed to be in New York in the fall. But man.
Ooh.
Nice right lands for Wyatt.
Nice transition there. Well, he just got to get close. He's got to get, you know, close that distance, get those takedowns. But he does have a little bit low. But Ahern does have a good clinch. And I'm sure he's strong in that position too.
And he lands with the right there.
Clinch, looking to throw bombs, throw knees.
Wyatt wanted to get off that cage. Ahern with the look of a killer in his eyes. Wyatt with a nice left kick, and now a combination from Wyatt. Coming looking for the finish up against that cage. Neither one of these guys wants this to go to the scorecards.
Get out of it. Nice clinch game. Let's see who lands these knees right here. I'll exchange those uppercuts for knees any day.
10 seconds remaining in the round. Great, entertaining opening round between Virginia's Sean Michael Ahern and Florida's Daniel D.Y. Wyatt.
Wyatt's having some success with that left body kick. You know, he's landed that a couple times in the fight. And right now, you know, I mean, he was able to take him down once with that nice double leg. You know, now I think just you got to set him up. I mean, with a heavy hitter, a guy who throws power with everything, you're heavy, your feet are heavy. You know, you're planted. You got to throw that power, so you got to be planted. Perfect time to land a takedown. You know what I mean? You got to lull him into thinking you're going to brawl. Level change, double leg right to the mat.
Ahern does look to be breathing heavier than Wyatt here as we start round number 2. Very aggressive fighter is Ahern, and a great counterpuncher so far has been Wyatt. If styles make fights, then man, this is a good one. It's a good one anyway. That jab looking to find its way through for Ahern as Wyatt moving around. Always dangerous with those high kicks.
It's a nice left kick. I mean, this time he switched it up just to throw that left kick. Nice right kick.
Wild right hand thrown by Ahern. Nowhere near the mark. Wyatt very calm but very busy. The movement is apparent here. That kick to the midsection.
Yeah, that's a nice teep. I've seen that before. He has a nice teep. It kind of keeps you away.
But he's not quick enough to block the strikes of Wyatt, who's finding real good success right up the middle with that jab and then following it a couple of seconds later with a right.
Yeah, that was a nice right hand there by Wyatt.
Wyatt methodical, patient, very quick as a striker.
Yeah, nice leg kicks. Let's follow those up. You know, I like to see those leg kicks, but you got to follow those up because, you know, you kind of open yourself up for overhands. Goes
Wyatt
the
just
distance.
shoving him against the cage. Very strong is Wyatt. Both these guys very strong lightweights.
Don't let him
Wyatt
off
made a
the-
mistake there. Left himself open for a split second.
I heard my coach yelling right there in the corner, don't let him off the hook. You know, when you put the fighter up against the fence, especially when you're the fighter looking for the takedown, you can't let him reset off the cage. You got to keep him on the fence. You got to get that takedown. Make it dirty.
Yeah. Oh, catches the kick attempt and throws him on the ground. That was awesome right there from Wyatt. Maybe Ahern telegraphed it a bit, but Wyatt ready for it and scores the takedown off of it, and now in a position, Frankie, to do some damage about midway through round number 2.
You know, that's an easy takedown. You know, just catching that hard single kick and taking him here right to his back. Let's see if he can posture up, you know, or possibly pass, and let's do some damage up here on top.
Ahern trying to keep that head pulled down into him, not wanting him to posture up at all. Now he throws a little right of his own.
I mean, Ahern, you know, he's really got to get underneath that head and try to get an underhook. Went right to his back. Nice transition by Wyatt there.
Now he's going to wail away on the side of his face from top.
It's a nice ground and pound. Let's see if he can stretch him out and just get him flat.
Ahern covering it up. He's high up on his back is Wyatt. Daniel Wyatt doesn't want to slip off there and give up top position.
What he's got to do, that's a tripod. You really got to just shake him so he falls over the top and he's too high. Wyatt's got to get back on top. He's kind of just stretched out a little bit. Let's see if he can, you know, maybe even hit that cradle. Not sure what, oh, he's going for that arm bar from there.
Great leg strength by Ahern. Final seconds of the round. Ahern and Wyatt. Ahern gets that one kick in, and that's going to be the end of the round.
That going for that arm bar kind of cost him. You know, I would have more focused on just staying on top, getting back to those underhooks and sliding over the top rather than losing position at the end of the round.
Good sportsmanship there from Ahern and Wyatt. DY
He's tired.
representing Florida in the red, and then Ahern in the teal for Virginia. Both fighters sticking to what got him here at this point in the fight. Wyatt with the movement, precision striking, and then the takedowns, and Ahern just looking for a brawl.
Yeah, let's see. We talked about that earlier, just having Ahern having all stoppages in the first round under a minute. You know, let's see if that's playing a role. I mean, he looks a little more gassed going into this third round than Wyatt does.
Yeah, and the left leg of Wyatt, which is his plant leg when he throws, is really heavily bruised just under the line of the shorts in the back from those leg kicks of Ahern. Doesn't look to be having much of an effect here right now.
I'd like to see more volume from Ahern. You know, you've seen him, maybe he's behind the scorecard. You know, I got to pick it up and start throwing some combinations. Nice right hand by Wyatt.
Yeah, and those punches from Ahern nowhere near on the way out.
Here we go. Guys are yelling out here, find that range as teammates. You know, find that range, just getting in that punching range, you know, where you're comfortable.
That one over the top miss, but he did connect with 2 rights in a row, did Ahern. We talk about the bad intentions, and now he's dropped by a counter right. Wyatt going in for the finish. He dropped Ahern with a bomb of a right hand.
Ooh, right into that mount. Ooh, and just pounding away.
Very bad spot for Ahern right now with Daniel Wyatt in top position, continuing to pound him from the top, and he really can't do much about it at all right now.
Ahern's still hurt, you know, and he has the advantage on top.
He's got that left arm pinned underneath him too. Just able to get it free from Wyatt, who continues his almost undefended assault, and that's it. First finish of the night, and Daniel Wyatt records it for Florida to pull them within 3 at 12-9.
Nice finish. Nice stop finish by Wyatt. You know, got rocked over here in the third round here by the fence. Came back through that counter hook, dropped Ahern and just pounced on him, took advantage, took his back and finished with a little ground and pound.
DY the winner, let's get the official word.
Referee Chandler Goins halts the bout at 1 minute 56 seconds of the third round due to excessive strikes. Your winner by technical knockout, Daniel Wyatt.
Fight number 6 coming up next right after the break.